In our new segment called Climate Matters, we are taking a closer look at how climate change affects our communities and neighbors now and in the future.
Now, some climate scientists say that the world is warming due to human interaction. The question, though, what does a warmer world look like in New England and what can we do about it? Jacob Wycoff joins us now with that story. Jacob?
Chris and Beth, shorter winters, more intense and longer heat waves, heavy rain events, and rising sea levels. Climate change isn't something that is coming. In many ways, it's already here.
If you've lived in Western Mass long enough, you know the climate is changing. Summers are hotter and winters are shorter. Since 1970, the average temperature in Springfield has increased by 1.9 degrees Fahrenheit. For Massachusetts on a whole, it's nearly 3 degrees. While weather obviously varies from season to season, the long-term trends are very clear. As fossil fuels are burned, the carbon dioxide release acts as a greenhouse gas, warming the globe and thereby warming Massachusetts. As the atmosphere warms, it can hold more water vapor. The result, heavier rainstorms. In the Northeast, heavy precipitation events have increased 55% in the last 60 years. Flash floods are becoming more common, partly because every degree we warm, the atmosphere can hold about 4% more water. Farmers in Western Mass are finding it increasingly difficult to make a living on the fields. Harsh and cold winters are less common, allowing crop-killing pests to survive. Droughts are becoming longer and more intense. Adapting to climate change is the only means for survival. On the eastern side of the state, the ocean waters are warming, changing the types of marine life that survive and thrive nearby. Melting ice sheets are causing ocean levels to rise at coastal locations. In the last 100 years, the sea levels at the Cape have risen by a foot. That pace is accelerating. While those amounts may not seem like much, we are already seeing an increase in flooding. Run-of-the-mill nor'easters in 2018 caused flooding in Boston Harbor that topped record breakers like the blizzard of '78 in the October snowstorm. By 2050, a 1 in 100-year flood today will be more like a 1 in 23-year flood then. Floods that happen once in a lifetime will now be 4 times as frequent. As the Earth continues to warm, the impacts will be felt more often here in Western Mass and around the world.
And one of the benchmark stations we use, the CO2 reporting station in Mauna Loa, Hawaii, recently surpassed a level of 410 parts per million. That's a level that hasn't been seen in 2 million years. And over the next few weeks, we will have additional stories reporting on climate matters, not only here in Western Mass, but also throughout southern New England.